Yeah. And they sold them $11,000, $7,000, and all that money was going to the children's hospital. Yeah. And you know, there were some other guys from Liverland, they donated, those guys, they are over there, they donated 1 Bitcoin, right?
Yes, we did.
They donated 1 full Bitcoin for the children's hospital, too. Yeah, that's right. And we're getting a lot of donations. We're building 20 Bitcoin schools, which will be full of, technology and everything, but also economical education of the future. How did money evolve and all of that things. So, but also, you saw the pet hospital we're building? So we're building a pet hospital with, our trust fund is made up of Bitcoin and dollars. So since the Bitcoin part is now worth more, so the US dollar part, you can spend something of it and build that. And we announced it like in first days of October. We started building it in the last days of October, and now we're doing the 3rd floor. And I asked, where are you finishing that thing? I said, 60 days, Mr. President. I said, yeah, that's fast. El Salvador is fast. So we built. Which country in the world will announce one thing, one day, start construction 4 weeks later, and finish it 60 days later? El Salvador, that's right. So, I was thinking, we're having this great event with all these great people, and I was thinking we should do a great announcement, right? But we already have Bitcoin as legal tender, so what could it be? Has to be something as good as that, at least. So I was thinking, what do we do? Do we bring Satoshi here? What do we do, right? It's a little hard. So I thought, when Alexander the Great was conquering the world, they established these Alexandrias. And the whole point of the Alexandrias, they were very small pieces of land, if you would think cities at that time. But they established 20 Alexandrias all over the empire. And the idea was these Alexandrias not to cover the territory, which was immense, and the Alexandrias were actually very small. But the idea behind it was to these Alexandrias be like the beacons of hope for the rest of the world. That all of the world could be like that. Of course, Alexander the Great died, and the empire divided, you know the rest of the story. But that was the idea. So I thought, if you want Bitcoin to spread all over the world, we should build some Alexandrias, right? So I thought, well, we should build the first Alexandria here in El Salvador. So we were thinking of building, no, not that, take that off. That's stupid. So we were thinking of building Bitcoin City. Over there you have El Salvador, you have the geothermal plant. Some people saw that. You have that in Berlin and Zulutan. And right next to, well, close to there, here you have the power plant. And close to there you have the Golfo de Fonseca, the second Gulf. So why don't we build the city over there, in the second Gulf? So actually, what I was going to present to you is the building of, not build the beat here, Bitcoin City. It's not just an idea.
It's a capital Bitcoin!
But it would actually, yeah, it's not just an idea, but it would actually be a legal municipality. With mayor and everything. Probably run for mayor of Bitcoin City in the future. So, what is Bitcoin City going to include? Well, it's going to be right there in the second Gulf, and it's going to include everything: residential areas, commercial areas, services, museums, entertainment, bars, restaurants, airport, port, rail, everything devoted to Bitcoin. And can you put up the presentation of the Bitcoin City, please? Yeah, not the logo. Yeah, Bitcoin City. Hey, the presentation, guys.
The coolest president! The best! Un saludo desde Colombia!
Oh, Colombia.
Presidente!
So there you go. Go back, don't show them, guys.
Argentina,
Go to the
presidente!
beginning, the principio.
Someone's getting fired.
Yeah. What's that?
Argentina, presidente, saludo de
Oh, it's yours.
Argentina.
Yeah, it's from Argentina. Oh, it's mine. Thank you. Beautiful.
Here's the first NFT.
Okay, so that's the city. So that's Bitcoin City. Will be a circle. Then will enclose a new volcano. It's not a new volcano, but a new volcano. It's not the same volcano that's powering the mine. It's another one. So at the beginning, we will power the city with the old volcano and the old power plant. But then we will build a new one right next to the city. And the volcano will power the whole city and will also power the mining. So we will have a real volcano over here. And the full city. Now, please, roll it. So the city is going to be totally circle except for the place of the volcano. And in the middle, you will have a huge plaza, which would be from the air, you will look at this Bitcoin sign. Woo! So you have everything. Regulations, new economic policies, digital zones. The strategic location, the Fonsecan Gulf, is shared by Honduras, Nicaragua, and El Salvador. No, the Fonsecan Gulf, it's
Argentina.
3 countries. So this will be in an international area. And the government will provide the land and the infrastructure, the public infrastructure. Economic areas will attract investors that will contribute to the development and construction of the city. And of course, Bitcoin City is committed to free and equal access to everything. So, roll it. There, we'll have digital tech education. And the social polycentric urban configuration, which has a small dent for the volcano there. Nice feature in the city. We have digital and physical arts and culture, equality and accessibility to the digital system. Geothermal energy that will power the entire city and the Bitcoin mining. And of course, will facilitate business and technology investment, and of course, sustainable and efficient public transportation. Now, yeah, I have the control, so. Now, of course, that's the division. I would not bore you with those things, but you have social amenities, residential, the green areas. I mean, it will be huge and technological, but also huge and sustainable and green. That's nice, isn't it? And you're going to have industrial and office space, and also everything is going to be a digital environment. Everything has been taken into consideration: recreation, electricity, water treatment, waste management, etc. Airport, port. The airport will be 10 miles away, and the port will be 5 miles away. 5 kilometers away, which is like 3 miles. You know, how it's, you know, the split of everything that we had. The volcano will, you know, how it works. It powers the hot water steam that powers the turbine, that powers the energy generator, and then we have electricity, crypto mining, warehousing, tourism, entertainment, and culture and sports. Everything clean and coming from the volcano. Now, of course, that sounds nice and everything. But you know, there will be the city with time, you know, and private entrepreneurship and investment, of course. You know, if I had a company, a digital company, why wouldn't I want to be there? right? It's like logical for me and everybody that you have to be there, you know, in the Alexandria, right? Everybody wants an office space over there, so office space builders build something because you will have a lot of clients looking for office space. And apartment builders build apartments because you have a lot of people looking for an apartment. I want an apartment over there. And that plaza was beautiful, made up of stone, colored stone. So you have orange colored stone and gray. So you have that beautiful thing made up of stone, so it would last for thousands of years. Not the buildings, but the plaza itself would last for thousands of years. So when we're all gone, they will see that the plaza is still there. Probably, isn't it? Yes, that's from the air. Little, you know, a little sepia here. And that's Bitcoin City. But I'm not done. Bitcoin, people will say, well, you know, it looks fine, it's techy. You know, I'm fine in New York, you know, Houston or whatever. Nice cities, no, you're not. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you want to live. Exactly, you're moving here. Look at the weather. I mean, we're in winter. Yeah, that's winter. It's winter for you guys. And, well, not winter, but, you know, almost in winter. And Bitcoin City, of course, it's in El Salvador, so Bitcoin is a legal tender. That's nice. Not enough, probably nothing. Or not. But we'll have zero income tax.
Yeah!
0% forever. Zero capital gains tax. So you invest here, make all the money you want. You know, we're fine. Exactly, trade whatever you want. Zero property tax. I mean, if you're making a huge building, you don't want to pay property tax for that. So you don't pay anything. Zero payroll tax. We want you to hire people, not to pay taxes for hiring people. Zero municipal taxes. Now you say, okay, so who's going to pick up the trash? I'm going to go into that. And zero CO2 emissions. Because this is a fully ecological city that works and it's energized by a volcano. That it's just right in the side of the city. So let's become city, everybody. So you know what you will say? Well, you know, that sounds nice, but who's going to pick up the trash? So the only tax that you're going to have in Bitcoin City is the value-added tax, which, you know, normal value-added tax, 10%, which you will pay for you if you buy a Coke, you pay 10%, like, you know. And that value-added tax will be used, half of it, to pay the bonds that we're going to issue to build up the city, so it's going to pay for itself. And the other half will be transferred to the municipality, so they clean up their trash, they keep the parks nice, and they keep the city all neat and clean. So that would be the only tax, the value-added tax, 10% value-added tax. And that tax will be used to pay for the city and its public infrastructure, and to pay for the maintenance of the city. So the mayor will have that income, so, you know, he keeps the city clean and tidy.
When can we live there?
When can you live there?
When can we live in Bitcoin City?
Well, we'll start funding in 60 days. After funding. No, we'll start funding in 2022. So the bonds will be available in 2022. And I want to, you know, I'm thinking the public infrastructure will be around around 300,000 Bitcoins. Yeah. That will be the public infrastructure. And the private investment, that's unlimited. Now, we were talking about these bonds fully, you know, in the Bitcoin ecosystem, and not the normal bonds that we issue in, you know, in New York Stock Exchange. So we talked with my friend Samson. Where is he? Samson! From Blockstream. Yeah, come on. So we were talking about building a park before, but that idea is gone. We're not building the park.
I thought we are building a park.
No, we're not. Sorry. You know, maybe. So we're going to start with a small issuance to test the waters. So I'm going to give 2 minutes to my friend Samson right here, so he can explain what I'm going to do with right now before issuing the city bonds. So please. Where is it?
Samson.
Yeah, presentation.
Okay, I can just start.
Yeah, you start.
So, this is a very historic moment. We're going to be issuing Bitcoin bonds. You guys like Bitcoin bonds? And these bonds are amazing. The first one is going to be a $1 billion bond. And what makes it a Bitcoin bond is because it's backed by Bitcoin. So half of the $1 billion will go into buying Bitcoin. So the president is going to market buy $500 million of Bitcoin.
That also. We're going to buy $500 million in Bitcoin.
We'll see. The other half will go towards infrastructure, specifically building energy infrastructure and Bitcoin mining. So this is why it's going to be called the Volcano Bond. And this is going to be a series. So this first bond is called the EBB1, or El Salvador Bitcoin Bond 1. But there will be more. The coupon is 4.5%, but there's also a special Bitcoin dividend. So of that 500 million that the president buys, after a 5-year lockup, they will start selling some of that Bitcoin to give an additional coupon to all the investors in the bond. Now, if you think Bitcoin is going to go up, and we've modeled it out, so this is something we've been working on for months actually. Conservatively, I would say
that's important.
35% year over year is conservative. But at the end of the 10 years, or in the 10th year of the bond, your APY will be 146%. So the coupon is 6.5% for the first 5 years, and then it starts getting a Bitcoin boost. And I think this product is going to be incredibly attractive, not only to Bitcoin hodlers, investors, people that have stable coins, but just normal people as well, like even from the traditional financial industry or bankers, because there's no instrument like this on the market. This bond will be issued on the Liquid network, a Bitcoin sidechain. And to make that happen, there needs to be a few things that are done. So first of all, the government is working on a securities law. So law for digital securities, modern digital securities laws. And they will be issuing the first license to operate a securities exchange here in El Salvador to Bitfinex, to Paulo and his excellent team. So this is going to make El Salvador the financial center of the world. It's the Singapore of Latin America, and it's the U.S. conversion of all of North and South America. But this is a big first step. And you know, with Bitfinex, they have a lot of whales, so I don't see a problem filling a $1 billion bond. There's a 5-year lockup on the bond, so that's $500 million of Bitcoin taken off the market for 5 years. Now, if you do 9 more bonds, that's 10 bonds. That's $5 billion in Bitcoin taken off the market for 10 years. And if you get 10 more countries to do these bonds, that's half of Bitcoin's market cap right there. So the game theory on these Bitcoin bonds is just insane. The first country to do it, which will be El Salvador, will have a massive advantage. If Bitcoin at the 5-year mark reaches $1 million, which I think it will, they will sell Bitcoin in 2 quarters and recoup that $500 million. In 3.5 quarters, they can get enough money to pay back the entire bond. I think that's pretty good.
Yeah. Sounds good to me.
So,
the financial.
The first countries that do this will have a massive advantage. This is the beginning of nation-state Bitcoin FOMO. Do you guys like that? So, if you guys want to invest in El Salvador, this is the easiest way to do it. It would be tied to citizenship too. So if you're investing in these bonds, it's
Or anything else.
permanent residence, fast tracking to citizenship. So you might have thought when Bitcoin law came out, how can I do it? How do I start? This makes it super easy. Buy the bond, and the rest takes care of itself. So I'm running short on time. So I'll just repeat Jack Mallers. We are here to change the world. We're here in El Salvador to change the world. And we are ready to die on this hill. All of us are ready to die on this hill.
Yes!
Bitcoin is going to save the world, and it starts here in El Salvador.
President!
No bras? Oh, yeah.
President!
Yeah, the wind. The wind there. No, yeah, thank you.
Colombia! Colombia! Fue Colombia!
You want to show the shirt?
Yeah.
The advertising here. Now. Yeah. Send me some sats. Now, you know, like Samson said, Bitcoin is going to change the world. It has already changed it, but it's going to change even more. And you know what? A lot of people didn't know the history of money. I won't tell you. I won't tell you the history of money. Don't worry. You know, this is normal evolution. So it's just not a good, a cool, a nice idea. It's the evolution of humankind. So we're going there. And you can't stop evolution. No, you just can't. It just happens. So it doesn't matter if we build Bitcoin City or not, for the evolution of Bitcoin, or the issue some bonds, or if we do this event. It will evolve regardless, because that's the way it is. But it's nicer if we are part of it. So it's nicer if we push it a little. It's nicer if we make a legal tender. It's nicer if we make some countries FOMO. It's nicer if we build a city, or 10 cities, or 20 cities like the Alexandrias. So, you know, it's nicer. It doesn't have to be that way, but I think it's going to be better if it is that way. So at the end, it's, you know, for El Salvador, it will be nice to be the financial center of the world. Yeah, it sounds cool for us. So it doesn't matter probably for Bitcoin, but yes, it matters for us. And I think we can make it even better. That we can push the future even forward. So, for some reason, if you believe in God, if you don't believe in God, nature, the universe, for some reason we're all here right now. In Misata Beach, in El Salvador, having fun, watching at these projects, looking into the future. It's nice to be part of it, isn't it? So, you know, let's all be part of it. And let's all push the future even forward. Thank you, guys.